Sanata Dharma. In this universe, powerful things that face a sudden end do not simply stop existing just because they stop existing. It would take a ritual like Lucifer's to destroy them. The Aoife, Silvise, Artio, and the Wanderer of before lived on as their old selves in the spirit world as Palinopsians, fading after images of that which was. However, due to cults that still worship them, entire cultures even, these four Palinopsians managed to escape their state of uncertainty and exist, taking the essence of four gods who died in the reckoning and became real. These new gods completely forgot their origins. Those that know the truth are deemed blasphemers and heretics. Even the gods are ignorant. Thus Trimurti and Indra, Isvara and his king, Isvara and his servant, came to be from the powerful magics of spiritualists. They were Indra the ruler, Brahma the creator, Shiva the destroyer, and Vishnu the protector. These four originally formed the nexus for the Aryan pantheon, along with Ormuzd, Zurvan, Ahriman, and Anas. Later, these four would split and form the Hindu pantheon. It is said that the father of Lord Shiva is Lord Brahma. It is said that the father of Lord Brahma is Lord Vishnu. It is said that the father of Lord Vishnu is Lord Shiva. Shiva was a mighty hunter, but one wholly unconcerned with the war in heaven. He lived a life of simple asceticism, wearing lion fur and keeping his hair matted. He practiced rituals which shook the very foundations of reality, caring not for the repercussions, for he embraced taboo and other dark forms of magic. Lord Brahma had a number of special Nephilim children, each given the title Prajapati. One such Prajapati was named Daksha, who was born from Brahma's thumb. Daksha ritually sired Sati, who was the aspect of Shiva who embodied Shakti. Footnote: Daksha also sired Aditi, whom he ritually became the son of. End footnote. It was through Sati that Shiva had come to realize he must assist his fellow gods, that just as Indra battled Vitra, he too must battle the primordials. He too must liberate himself. To be one with the Absolute, he must be separate from it and engage with Leela. This is the duty of any mystic or hunter. One must ensure that their form is able to sustain such contemplation. Daksha did not approve of the union. Daksha invited all of the gods to a sacrifice in the name of Agni, an Aryan aspect shared by Shiva, Ormuzd, Xanthion, and Indra. However, he excluded Shiva and Sati in his invitations. Shiva begged Sati not to go, but Sati stated that she was not excluded for being the daughter of Daksha. Her invitation was implied, but when she went she was humiliated, and chose instead to self-immolate. Shiva left the war in heaven once more, until he was brought back by the reimagination of Sati, his aspect Parvati. It was the memory of Sati's death that convinced Shiva to drink of Hala Hala, the poison of the desecrator. In the end, it was Parvati that saved him from Hala Hala. Parvati is now Shiva's supreme aspect of Shakti. Parvati, with Lakshmi, wife and aspect of Lord Vishnu, takes on the title Mahadevi. Durga is an aspect of Parvati, and Kali, who could only be satiated by dancing on Lord Shiva, is an aspect of Durga. Parvati had birthed the Nephilim child Ganesha to protect her, but Lord Shiva, who had come back from his mystical hunts, demanded to have sex with his wife. Ganesha had stood between the two, for he firmly believed that Parvati was to be left alone whilst bathing, for those were the words Parvati gave him. In anger, Shiva beheaded Ganesha. Lord Brahma had gone searching for a new head, and had found the head of an elephant, the most gentle, serene, and pious of all creatures, to be a suitable replacement for Lord Ganesh. Thus, heaven was in order and the reckoning ended, and each of the 99 roads were tied to a god. Now, the gods were on the cusp of winning their war. The gods decided to settle domestic issues that, while they caused the gods anxiety, never had time to be resolved.